My name is Caroline Vandenberg and our business is called Wild Wardrobe. It was founded in 2021 and it runs by receiving donations of clothing and shoes and unwanted items, and we sell these in aid of 3 wildlife charities. So as I mentioned, we are in aid of 3 Irish wildlife charities, and I would have been quite heavily involved with one of these back in 2021, and that was just when COVID actually was happening. So Joanna and I came together and we wondered how we could better support this charity. And of course, something that everybody needs is money. So that was the focus of how it was founded. And of course, what goes hand in hand with wildlife and supporting it, but to be sustainable and green and to try and reduce our carbon footprint. As I mentioned, we have been operational since 2021. Initially, we started as an online business, just operating solely on social media channels actually, but it soon snowballed and we opened an actual shop. We opened our first shop in 2022. And then last year we opened this shop, which is the bigger of our 2 premises. And we have recently also gone online with our website, wildwardrobe.ie. So that's quite innovative for the industry because not a lot of people are putting their items online to sell, secondhand items anyway. And we were also nominated for a business award, which was quite fantastic. The concept of our business is to provide affordable clothing to the community, and also while doing so support the charities that we choose to support, and to be as environmentally friendly as possible while doing so. I do believe that it's unique to the sector, at least in Ireland, to offer second-hand clothing online. Not a lot of people are doing that, and it has proven to be quite a success. We try to reduce the waste that we produce, and we also reuse packaging so that when we're sending out our orders that it's all recycled. The financial aspect, of course, was quite challenging at the beginning. There wasn't a lot of funding available at all. So we started small and we kept it small. Also, in more recent times, staffing is a challenge, and especially since we've grown, to manage our staff and the logistics of it.
I think the first thing was that we started with no knowledge of running a business. So we had to learn a lot and ask lots of questions and read a lot about business, about starting.
We literally took it day by day and grew where we saw that there was less risk of growing, and we pretty much just took it step by step and didn't grow too big too quickly.
So if we're talking about the stigma around pre-loved clothing, we showed people how they can actually look, how the pre-loved shops can look nice. And we are styling our clothes in a unique way. I don't think you can find a shop that's similar to ours, running like nice styled mannequins and having it showed or online.
We absolutely support the local community in the sense that it is a place where you can get affordable clothing. We also are known to support community groups of lesser income. The environment is quite clear. I mean, we are in aid of Irish wildlife. I myself am also the only volunteer who is available to rescue and supply first aid or transport for emergency cases. So we are directly benefiting the wildlife of County Cavan by doing so as well.
I think creating awareness about Irish wildlife, making people more aware that these animals are around us, so they can actually pay attention more to the animals. And we had quite a lot of calls about the wildlife and people bringing animals to the shop even. I think the fact that people are aware the animals are around us and actually reaching out to us to let us know, oh, I've seen this animal and what do I do with this animal? Where do I bring it? How can I help it?
Again, that just comes down to growing slowly and only growing where we see the potential. I think I speak for Johanna and myself when I say we're not huge risk takers, but we really saw the need and the potential, so we grew it bit by bit and are very pleased that, as I've mentioned, we now have 2 shops and the online store.
And one of them was there was no grants or no helps available to the type of the shop we wanted to run. So it was hard at first to start.
So I feel that by going online, it's not innovative in the grand picture, I suppose, but it's definitely not the done thing in Ireland to offer the clothing online. You must remember that every item that's here is one individual unique item. We only have it in one size. So by putting these items online, it is an awful lot of work to upload the items. Once they're sold, they're sold. We have to start from scratch again. But there's such a huge demand and it's becoming more and more popular. Of course, through COVID, we were all online. And I definitely think that that has been our bread and butter from the beginning and has proven innovative for us.
I think the boutique style of our shop, it's very unique and different than any other shops, second-hand shops in Ireland, and the fact that we run online shop. Most of the charity shops don't offer postage. I hope we will be able to open either franchise or another shop in the future. We only briefly were talking about this, but maybe some sort of workshops for people here on Cavan. As Caroline mentioned before, we are the only one, or actually Caroline is only one volunteer in Cavan that responds to calls about animals. So we would like to create even bigger awareness and maybe get some people to become volunteers for wildlife.
Looking back, I would definitely say that if you don't ask, the answer is always no. And at the beginning, we may have been afraid to ask, and I would certainly say that that is something that we could have done differently, is just to reach out more and outsource more, maybe. I would definitely advise them to just try and to put their ideas to paper first and to let their creative side out and to not put too many stops in place for themselves. So just to trust in the process.
To always try, and if there is someone that done what you want to do, then ask them for advice, because you don't have to learn everything from the start. If someone done it already, I'm sure you can reach out and they'll be able to give you an advice.
As mentioned, there's 3 wildlife charities that we support: Wildlife Rehabilitation Ireland, Kildare Wildlife Rescue and Do Letter Wildlife Rescue. We collaborate with these frequently, and of course some other shops with a similar interest. So we collaborate with a bookshop in town. Books that we get that we don't sell or can't sell, we would donate to them. And also we try to support the Eco Shack in Cavan, which is a zero waste shop. Networking is super important no matter what sector you're in. I think in eco-commerce you need to be well connected because it's so new and everybody's reluctant to change maybe a little bit. So I think it's absolutely important going forward. Passion has always been there from a child. I have loved secondhand clothing, I've loved nature. You'll always find me either in the forest or somewhere like that. So that passion is definitely there. I think you have to as well surround yourself with like-minded people. So my business partner Johanna is amazing, couldn't do it without her. And I think that we have each other that really makes Wild Wardrobe successful, because of course we can have the workload, but there's also another set of critical eyes on the business, and I think that pushes Wild Wardrobe to success.
The passion for pre-loved clothing is the first thing, and the passion for animals and helping animals and wildlife. And the motivation, it's positive feedback from people. We get great feedback from our customers, and they really like the way we style clothes. But on the other side, they really like that we help Irish wildlife, because we are the only non-profit second-hand shop for Irish wildlife. We often motivate each other. I think that's really important. If I think that we can't do something, Karen is there and she's like, no, of course we can do that, we always do it.
They play a vital role in shaping the future because, as I've mentioned, I do believe that humans as a species are quite reluctant to change and try new things. And maybe 20 years ago there was a huge stigma attached to second-hand clothing shopping. But thankfully that has changed, and I believe that more and more people need to wake up to that and support businesses like this and get behind it.